Pandas. Hi, happy pandas. How is you? Today, we are going to have a super gay episode. And this episode is going to consist of a list of questions. Alrighty. Alright, these are going to be 30 questions. And this is the outside the box or outside the binary challenge. Question 1. What is your gender identity? I identify as genderqueer. What are your preferred pronouns? I actually prefer male pronouns. Do you have a sex identity? And if so, what is it? Yes, I do. It's male. My sexual orientation? I like my wife very much, yes. What intersections do you have with being outside the binary? Not everybody likes it very much, or they get confused. Sometimes people are actually unsure of what my gender is until they hear my voice. So people often get really confused, call me like he, she. I've been called it. I've been called thing. I've been called you. You know, it's just, I've gotten the dirty looks. I've gotten the, oh God, another mental person. I've gotten every insult you can think of. It's fucking ridiculous what people do out there, really. What does your gender mean to you? It means a lot to me. I just want to be referred to how I feel. And I just want that to be respected. And, you know, it doesn't have to be that way for the other person. They don't have to feel that way or whatever. But they should respect it if it's what I want. Alright. Has your gender ever changed? Not physically. But I think mentally I always kind of was the opposite. And I think just no one really wanted to see it. And even though I saw it, I denied that even longer than I denied being gay. Do you feel you have a full grasp of understanding your gender yet? Yes. Yes, I do, finally. It took me forever to figure out what was different about me. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought there's nobody else like me. I thought I didn't make any sense. I thought I was sick. Thought maybe it was some kind of mental condition. I thought everything under the sun. How do you come out as your gender? Well, I was pretty blunt, you know. My kids call me Dad. My wife talked to our daughter about it. Her response to what to call me when she suggested Dad was, yeah, that makes more sense, actually, than calling him Mom number 2. So, yeah. You know, and my partner was a bit to process for her at first, but, you know, she does her best to be very understanding about it. For my biological family, well, I just keep mentioning it, and eventually maybe they'll stop ignoring me. We'll see. Does it bother you more to be misgendered as the sex you are designated or assigned at birth, to be misgendered as the other binary gender? Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. You know, sometimes I wish I had the full male parts, but at the same time, I'm grateful for what I have, and then I'm attached to it in a way. And at the same time, other times I'm completely disgusted with it and I just want to throw it away and replace everything. It can be very confusing at times. Am I proud of being my genders? Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely proud of it. Um, if I could have been called any pronoun as a child, which pronoun would I have wanted? Same as I do now. In fact, I remember asking for that a couple of times and very harshly let know that that's never gonna happen. Let's see. Are you stealth off the internet or out to a few people? I'm out. I'm open about it. Oh, I don't. You like me or you don't. That's not on me, it's on you. Yeah. What symbols for my gender or being outside the binary do I like best? I like the genderqueer dragon best. I want to get a tattoo of it. Really, really, really bad. Let's see. What else? What would I want on a government ID card? Genderqueer. So, just putting this out there, I was pretty afraid to come out at first. And some people take it better than others. But what you really need to know more than anything else, if you're someone who's thinking about coming out as, any part of the LGBTQIA community, I just want to say, for one thing, welcome, and we love you. And number two, and possibly one of the most important things, you're not alone. We all went through it. Some of us had a hard time, some of us had it easier. But what it all comes down to is you're going to run into some kind of hate, anger, bullies. And it doesn't matter what you identify as or your gender, even if that's what they say when they try and tease you. All it really is people tend to be afraid of people who aren't afraid. Afraid to be themselves. They're not afraid to. They just come out, they're exposed, and they're raw, and people will try to tear you down. And you know what? Send those people over to me. Because I'm not someone who can be torn down. Donald Trump isn't my president. I'm not religious. I'm gay, and I'm genderqueer, and I'm here, and I'm proud. And I would say to keep your wives in the house. Except, lucky for you, this one's married and happy. Guess what? We're not attracted to all females. We have types too. And just because we come out to you, even if you're a straight friend, does not suddenly mean we are hitting on you. I don't mean to burst your little ego bubble, but it generally means that we're probably trying to forge, a friendship or testing the waters maybe before we come out to, family or something, and figure it'd be easier to come out to friends first. A lot of people do that. So when somebody comes out to you, don't freak out. Don't think that means you don't know them at all. Don't think it's a phase. And if it is something that turns out to be a phase, then great. But if it's not, and you treat it like it is, you're just losing that kid, and it's just not worth it. So, here's the dealio, everybody. Be a happy panda. Be happy with who you are. I wish you the best, and I have the deepest love for every single one of you. And I hope that each one of your dreams come true. From me to you. Bye-bye now.